So today I'm going to talk to you guys about political parties. We're going to start with the functions of political parties. These include recruiting candidates, nominate and supporting candidates, and educating the electorate. So recruiting candidates would be finding a candidate who's popular and aligns with their agenda that they feel can push and be a good person to vote for. Nominating and supporting is kind of like giving the candidate a stamp of approval from this political party and supporting them with the funds they need to run their campaign. Educating the electorate is really getting the word out about what they support and what they don't. Therefore, the voters can know who they're voting for and what they're going to get when he's in office. Okay, now. So next we're going to talk about why our country has a two-party system. So, we have a two-party system mainly for these three reasons. Stability. Most two-party systems are way more congealed, keeping our country's political climate easier and easier to choose from for the voters. Moderation, because the two parties have to appeal to the middle voters that aren't extreme, keeping our political parties more intact and, like I said earlier, stable, so our country doesn't go extremely one way or the other. Also, ease. It makes it really easier for the voters because they only have to pick from two options. It makes it really quick and easy. They can decide, do I like this candidate or this candidate, and be done with it. So our country's not only two parties. We have these things called third parties. Next, I'm going to tell you about those. So there's four main types of third parties, but I grouped them up into two main categories. You got permanent and temporary third parties. Permanent third parties are always there. These are things such as the Green Party or the Socialist Party or the Libertarian Party that are always there, but they don't really get much national focus. Temporary parties usually pop up per election, like the Bull Moose Party, which was very famous for Theodore Roosevelt running under it, and they're only there for a small amount of time with a little uprising. Next, we have issue-based parties and ideological parties. These parties tend to pop up when there's a big issue on the agenda, such as immigration or budget or something. One special issue is all they focus on. Next, I'm going to talk to you about party identification, or what each party almost looks like from a voter standpoint. So party identification. Let's start with the Republicans. Republicans are usually going to be white males, Christian, older, some college, they graduated high school, got into college, or got their bachelor's degree. No master's or higher education, though. Usually found in the South or Southwest regions like Texas, Georgia, Alabama. They're usually middle class and married. So real family men. Democrats, on the other hand, are usually female, Hispanic or minority, non-religious, young, higher education, so either they got their master's and graduated with it, or they didn't get out of high school, or didn't start high school. They're either extremely wealthy or very, very much in poverty, lower class. Usually single, so they're not really married, and they're usually found in the West, like California, or in the Northeast, like New York, New Hampshire, and Washington, D.C. Now we're going to talk about the history of political parties, or the realignments that have happened throughout this country. So the history of political parties start way back when we had our first government. George Washington once said, "Do not have political parties because they will do nothing but divide this nation in two." And I hate to say it, but that's exactly what they've done. So the first political parties were the Federalist versus the Anti-Federalist. The Federalist wanted a more strong, powerful central government, while the Anti-Federalist wanted a more weaker central government with a stronger state government. So there's a lot of elections throughout here where parties come and go, but it mainly leads to the election of 1860, where the Democrats have already become their own party, the Republicans have already become their own party, and this starts the outline of how our country's going to vote for a while. The Democrats are going to be in the South, and the Republicans are going to be on the North. Now, FDR comes along with the election of 1932 and basically turns both of that on its head. The Democrats are going to become mainly rooted in the North, and the Republicans in the South, just like we know today. Republicans in favor of a weaker central government, stronger in the states, where the Democrats are going to be more of a strong central government with more government interference in everyone's lives. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope this really helps you on your test. I want to thank my boy Sean for ripping off the paper, Kenley behind the camera, and Amy with the notes. Like I said, good luck, and I hope this really helps you out.